Hello, guys. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I'm on my cell phone. I hate that I always have to do the updates of my life on my cell phone because I'm normally out of the house when it's happening. I just like, I got some time to kill. Let me do an update. A lot has been going on in my life, and some of it's been okay, some of it has not been okay. When I last left you guys, I let you guys know about, my dad had died in 2022 of June, and so it created a lot of stuff to slow my channel down. I took in my brother who has special needs. We were dealing with probate, dealing with health issues. Plus, I was doing, getting a lot of voiceover auditions and things like that. So, like, it's been a thing. Um, but what's also been happening is that um, we're trying to move out of Memphis. The deadline for us to move is actually coming up because we're moving at the beginning of next year. So hopefully no later than March. And it's just been a lot of stress. Hey, Jermaine, how are you? Um, it's just been a lot of stress. And so we've been trying to figure out our moving situation. At the same time, the probate court from my father, and if you're not familiar with how probate works, I will break it down for you. If you are a loved one, if you've decided not to create a living will, then what normally happens is a lawyer will have to be involved, or you become the executor of the estate, and all of their bills and all of their, like, anything they left in life will literally be on you. And you have to sort out who gets what, and like all the creditors come after you. It is crazy. So I ended up getting a lawyer, and the lawyer at first I thought was okay because we had an incident with someone who had been living in my dad's house. She was squatting, and she did a lot of horrible things. I mentioned it last time. She, basically threw out all of our family photo albums. So every picture of my childhood and my daughters and everything are just gone. I have no copies. I have only what was uploaded, which are only a handful to like social media in the past, but they're all gone. So there's nothing. And she, took a lot of the estate assets with her. She even stole this car. We had to go back to court to get that. So it's been crazy. It's been crazy. She kind of got away with everything. She was not arrested. She actually made off with a big sum of money from my dad's bank account. My dad was legally blind, like he was completely blind actually. And so he put all of his banking information in his iPhone, which she has. She had the phone in the entire time. So she was just helping herself to his ATM machine and his banking card. And in the state of Tennessee, there's nothing you can really do about it because I did not see her do it. That's pretty much where we live. It's another reason we're getting out of here. But yeah, so it's been a process. We are still waiting for probate to close. I stress this because normally it can take about a year. My dad died June 10th of 2022, and we are in November of 2023, and we are still in probate with this lawyer. This lawyer he basically got paid. He got a lot of money out of the situation. We're not going to get much out of it. He's definitely getting a lot more than we are getting. But he went to court in August saying he was ready to close the estate. And here it is November, and it's still not closed. And he's not contacted us or anything. So, yeah, we're trying to deal with all of that crap on top of the moving and all that. And then on top of that, like I said, I've been having a lot of health scares. So is my spouse. My spouse has been tested for a certain disorder, which came back technically negative, but had, the river had some markers for it. So we have to watch it and see where we are in 6 months, which is always stressful. I just got tested for my mother's disease. This week is Monday. So for 6 months, I've been stressing because I'm severely anemic and have been for a couple of years. And, my mother was severely anemic, and my mother and 4 of her siblings all had different versions of leukemia. And my mother died from acute myeloid leukemia, which is AML, most aggressive form that you can get. And so I had to go through testing, and I went to saw a hematologist on Monday, and he cleared me. So I don't have it. So thank you, Buddha, God, whoever else we need to thank today. But I don't have it, so I'm relieved. I'm on my way to another freaking doctor appointment because I have a rash on my hand. You can probably see it here, guys. It's weird. I've had it for about a year and a half now. I went to a dermatologist. He just kind of was like, meh. But then I got to thinking he's not the best dermatologist in the world. So I'm going to have it checked out by someone else. I'm going to my GP first. But so that appointment is in 2 hours. I actually had an appointment that I just came from, and now I'm going to another one. I live in the doctor's office. I just got I inherited my dad's phlebitis, or venous insufficiency. If you don't know what that means, it's basically a disorder where your veins in your legs do not constrict like they should when blood's flowing. So blood does not travel as fast to your heart, which is bad. That is not a good thing, and it is completely hereditary. Some women will get it after multiple births. I've only had one, but my dad had it, and so they think I inherited it from him. So fun times, the gift that just keeps on giving. So I've been navigating this world of painful leg syndrome, which effing sucks. So yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot going on. So I don't want you guys thinking that I forgot you. It's just that I forgot myself. I don't have time for me anymore. I do spend 90% of my time auditioning for video games and audiobooks and commercials because that's my job. So I have to try and get hired and make money. So that's also a thing. When I get home tonight, I have 2 video game auditions I have to do because mama needs to pay the bills. So yeah, it's a lot of stress. Also, I'm pretty sure my spouse will not be mad about me saying this. I won't go into details. I won't name the organization, but my spouse was going through a hard time at work with some workplace bullying, and it led to very stressful situations that now River is off on FMLA right now just to try and recoup, basically. And luckily, the team that my spouse was on will no longer be a part of the picture. There'll be a new boss, a new department, but going through something like that for a couple of years, it does something. So yeah, we're dealing with that too. So all this stuff is happening simultaneously. And then we're also dealing with, when you take in anyone who has special needs, you have a committee of people that like to micromanage you. So we have caseworkers. I have somebody wanting to come to my house on December 12th to see how we are with my brother. It's almost like you're adopting a child, or it's like CPS, only that my brother is a full-grown man. So it's just the stress, people. The stress. So yeah, that's been my crazy existence. I've been so behind on things that I love. I did watch Loki. I finished Loki yesterday, actually. So I did watch Loki, so I can talk about Loki in a live stream. I do plan on doing some catch-up videos. I haven't seen the Marvels. I'm so behind on that. I need to see the Marvels, but I don't go to mainstream movies. I still go to drive-ins, and that's kind of hard to do here right now. So I might have to wait till it comes out on Disney Plus, and that's my other problem. Trying to do reviews on movies that are coming out are always late because I don't go to movie theaters right now. So yeah, that's a bummer. But anything that comes out on Disney Plus, I will definitely, love to talk about because, I enjoyed Loki. Loki was insane. So, I mean, Loki actually, compared to how I thought about Moon Knight, I actually really loved what they did with Loki. I'm still on the fence. I did see Secret Invasion. I'm on the fence with Secret Invasion. I don't think it was good. I don't think it was bad. Maybe because I love the comic storyline so much, even though there were 2 different versions of it. But I feel like there's so much. There's definitely, you feel the loss of all of the heroes trying to figure out who was here, who was real. You feel that loss when it's just Nick Fury dealing with, not to spoil anything in case you haven't seen it. I won't talk about all that here, but I definitely was on the fence about whether or not I like Secret Invasion. And if you followed me anytime last year, you already know I talked about wanting to see Secret Invasion the entire year. I'm like, I can't wait. And then I get here, I'm like, oh, I don't know how I feel. So I have to really sit down with myself and have a conversation because I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Um, so yeah, so Secret Invasion and Loki are the two Marvel properties that I have caught up on. So I have definitely checked those out. But again, I have not seen the Marvels. I've only seen the trailer. So I'm seriously behind on that. I've been watching other shows, like we're almost done with Uploads, I think season 3, which is a good show. And Only Murders in the Building, season 3, which is also, it was also a good show. So watch those. But yeah, I'm a little bit behind, and I haven't. People are asking, like, have you seen Doom Patrol? I have not seen all of season 1. I am definitely behind on Doom Patrol. I definitely need to watch it. I know, but there's only so many hours in the day. And also, guys, I'm just gonna admit this out into the cosmos. Just when I do have a small chunk of downtime, I am not a gamer, but something happened to my brain when I discovered Conan Exiles. Like, and I became a little obsessed with playing Conan Exiles. So like, I do play that game whenever I can. I don't know why, but I really, really like Conan Exiles. I'm on my daughter's friend has a server, so I play with their group. But yeah, I've gotten a little obsessed with that game. It's there's nothing wrong with gaming. I think it's a great way of keeping your mind engaged. But I do think that sometimes, you know, when I look up and I'm like, I've been sitting here for, you know, this is my op-ed, I've been sitting here for 7 hours straight playing this game, or 8 hours playing this game, maybe I got a problem. But I do really enjoy playing that game. So I don't know. I don't know what this says about me, but that is something that is happening. All right. So channel, I do plan on having all my videos come back. And I've been saying this forever. I made the determination that I'm not doing anything full-time on my channel until we move to Texas. We are going apartment hunting in the middle of January. So it'll be after January for sure. But I want to make sure that we are out of our current apartment and just, I've actually packed up all of my YouTube stuff. So I do everything out of my sound booth, which is crazy. And I don't mind doing some reviews here and there, but consistently weekly, I have to be in the new space. It's too stressful in that apartment, so I can't do it anymore. We have a new neighbor. They slam the door all the time. We have what I call imaginary lawn care. And what I mean by that is our building has one patch of grass, and it's in the front of our building. But for some reason, they hire these gentlemen that go out, and they seem to be mowing the parking lot. I don't know where the grass is, but it's not happening back there, but that's where they are. So either I'm in a time slip or something is happening in the parking lot that I don't know about, because there is no grass. There's no greenery whatsoever, but they are consistently every day out there mowing it. So I don't know what to tell you. But it is very hard to concentrate. It's very hard for me to do my actual work back there. So yeah, that is a thing. Let me read some of your comments, because I do see it. You're saying some stuff. I apologize. Hi, Sammy. How about Osaka? We gotta talk about stuff, Jermaine, when I do a review. I think Kenny wants to come in here and talk about some Marvel stuff. So we might have I might try and do that this weekend, but we'll see. I have to go by his schedule. I remember, I also saw the Power Rangers Dino Fury, or Super Dino Fury, or sequels, whatever the show was, the Dino Fury show that just came out on Netflix. I watched it. I don't know why I can't think right now, but it just went out of my head. I did see the entire thing, so I can talk about that. And I will say, just a spoiler, I immensely enjoyed it, and I really wish that Dino Fury series was Gokaiger. And anybody who's seen the Sentai version, you know, of Megaforce, which is Gokaiger, you will understand what I'm saying, because that is how they should have done Gokaiger. I'm just throwing that out there in the cosmos. I did enjoy the new Dino Fury series, or I guess last Hasbro series. Thank you, Power Ranger Cosmic Fury. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't do that. See, this is where my brain is, guys. You don't want me talking. But I did enjoy that a lot. So I do have a lot of positives about that series. And I do think that would have been a great Gokaiger, you know, rendition. than what we got with Megaforce. But that's my Power Ranger brain. Let me just turn that off for a second. Let's see. Hello, Jake. Do I play Fortnite? No, I'm really worried about what happens when I discover other games. My daughter is a hardcore gamer. That child will play games from 5 in the morning to 5 in the morning the next day. She's 24/7. She works from home, so she doesn't have to leave. I have seen her talk with a client while having her laptop in a game, at the same time through Steam. So she's hardcore. So I'm pretty sure she has Fortnite. She's been playing a lot of stuff. They were playing the Ballgate 3. It was last night. There was like some kind of crew. It's like a space crew show, and I don't remember the name of it. Not show, but game where you basically own a ship and you're like teaching all of your people to like survive in space. And she showed me the name of it. I want to say it starts with a V actually, and I don't remember what it is. But she's been playing that one for the last 3 or 4 days, and then she played Ark, but she said that she didn't like how much memory it took, so she's not doing the new Ark. She has the old Ark. We had this whole conversation, and I was just like, I love that you feel like I understand what you're saying to me right now. So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and pretend I'm not old. So, yeah, but I know that she was playing the new Ark, but she wasn't too thrilled, and I guess things were, like, crashing a lot. So, but, yeah, the games that I play right now, I have Conan Exiles. I have Sims 4 with a crap ton of crazy mods. I do have Injustice 2 because they had a sale. I never played it. So I have Injustice 2 and I want to say Mortal Kombat 5. I'll have to go back and look. I can't remember which one I bought. And somebody got me Submerge, and I haven't played that. So somebody says that I would like it. The problem with me and certain games, even as a voice actor, it's hard, which is why the one thing I love about voice acting with video games is that we do prelay audio when we do games, so we don't see the actual motion, because I have Mal-Debarkment syndrome. You can look that up. I went on a boat, deep sea fishing, and my inner ear basically got confused and never left that boat. So at times, my motion, I'll just start rocking for no reason. The motion's off. And so anything that is in first person, I cannot play. It has to be in third person. So I can't do a lot of first person shooter games that I think I would really like. I think I would really like Fallout, but I can't watch Fallout if it's in first person. So I have to be very careful with the games that I play. I love another game that I really, really like, but it really messes me up is 7 Days to Die, the zombie game. I really like that. I was in my daughter's group for that. We did blood moon raids and stuff like that. But it made me so violently sick. I would get nauseous sick every time we would stop playing, and it would last the entire evening. So I just had to stop playing it, and it sucks because I really like that game. But yeah, no. Sometimes you got to prioritize your health over fun, unfortunately. But so far, knock on wood, I haven't had any problems with Conan Exiles, and I really like the game. So yeah, there's that. But I have been spending my time trying to play catch up on stuff. I even listen to audiobooks. I listened to the new Hawkeye Kate Bishop story, which if you have not checked that out, it is really good. I'll have to find the link. They have it in Audible. I have the hard copy, and I have an Audible account. I use one of my free credits to get the audiobook, and it's pretty good. I don't think I like America's voice that was chosen by the narrator, but the narrator herself is really good. So she's very enjoyable. I like her Kate. Her Kate is very sassy. So if you're a Kate Bishop fan and you know that latest book that just came out, yeah, I would check that out. It's actually a really good listen/read. So there is that. Trying to see what else. I've been watching a lot of scary movies too on my downtime because I'm a horror buff. I'm a horror fan, but I'm kind of a coward. So if I watch something where there's a ghost or whatever, or something terrorizing a family, then I can't go to the bathroom by myself anymore. It's very interesting at my age to tell my spouse we're going potty together. But yeah, it's a thing. Did you hear about the writers and actors strike being over? Yes. Luckily I'm not SAG. after I'm not in the union. Well, I'm not in that union. I'm in a different union. But yeah, there's a lot of drama going on Twitter right now. I'm on Twitter. I know I don't like it. You heard me say I have issues with Twitter because there's a lot of haterade. But unfortunately, in voiceover world, a lot of the clients are on Twitter and they want you to be on Twitter, and it sucks. So I have to be on Twitter now. So you'll find me under my name. Maria Amelia Park is my voiceover. That's my full name. Maria Amelia Park is my full name. But I am on Twitter. So if you have a Twitter account, you can follow me. I do post updates every now and then. But I saw a bunch of, like, there are a lot of actors that are, let's put it this way. There are some actors that are feeling kind of left out of the process in terms of the contracts and how AI affects our work. Because to a normal fan of a game, and you see, you're looking at the content, you're looking at the, voiceovers, you may not even like the voiceovers, you may turn them off. It probably won't faze you. But if you think about the fact that a video game company has decided to take a person's voice, like mine, train an AI to duplicate my voice without telling me or paying me, also take some artwork I did, some music I did, and blatantly use it as a template and copy it. So everything is produced by an AI, meaning there's no use for the artist at all. You're essentially killing our careers. You know what I mean? And so it's very hard. It's very hard. And a lot of people with the strike are upset because we feel like that wasn't addressed enough. It's a thing. So I know some comments that I read from actors were basically that it seems like SAG pretty much went to bat for TV and film and A-listers, but for voice actors and other, artists in the industry, they didn't go to bat for us. So I don't know. We're going to see how this plays out because it's a thing. It's a very stressful and controversial issue. So technically the strike is gone. It's over. But I don't know if that's the same for the voiceover side. So we'll see what happens. Also, I've been checking out some anime. I'm a big Rurouni Kenshin fan, regardless of what the creator did and what he is. I don't care about him. I just like the actual, story. I love the old school anime. I love the manga. I love the live action movies. I feel like the Rurouni Kenshin movies literally were one of the best adapted live action movies I've seen. Though I have seen the trailer for Yu Yu Hakusho, and it does look really good. But I really love the new retelling of Kenshin. So it's on Crunchyroll. So if you have the Crunchyroll app, I want to say Thursday nights or Friday nights is when there's new episodes posted, but I'm not entirely sure. But I am really loving the retelling, and they revised the manga, so they revised the anime. So it's a lot darker, and they have a guy playing Kenshin from what it sounds like. In the Japanese version, they have a dub too that just got released. I want to say they're up to like episode 3 or 4, maybe more. I don't know. And I think we're on episode 9. Is it 19? I think in the Japanese dub. But yeah, it's a really good retelling. And so if you're a Kenshin fan and you didn't know it, it is on Crunchyroll and it is very, very good. Plus, if you're into queer content, Crunchyroll has, so they don't advertise this stuff. But In Love with the Villainess is absolutely hilarious. So if you have a chance to watch something like that, it is on Crunchyroll. It's really, really good. Let's see. Hello, where have you been? Speaking of make content, this is how I discovered you. I did explain where I am. You just have to listen to the beginning of this video when it's done posting. Will you do a video about the new Netflix Avatar: The Last Airbender? The trailer was released 2 days ago. Yes, I posted it in the community chat. I am an Avatar fan, so yes, we are going to talk about it. I actually have a hope. I'm confused because it looks aesthetically amazing. I don't know why the creators walked away. So now I'm like, what did they do that they were like, this is not our story? So now I don't know. I don't know what happened. And we probably won't know. Like, a part of me is like, did they leave because they were getting Avatar Studios, or did they leave because they didn't like where the story was going? I don't know. But from the teaser, because it was not a trailer, it was a teaser. A trailer, I need to see everybody. I need to see all of the action. But from what I saw, we saw Zuko, we saw, them riding on Appa. We saw like pretty much the opening scene looked like basically what happened with the Air Nation attack. So like it looks really good. It looks extremely good. Like really, I don't even have a problem with Aang's forehead tattoo. I'm completely okay with all of it. His avatar, symbol looks fine. I just don't know why the creators said that this was not their vision. So if it wasn't their vision, what did they not show us in this teaser? So I guess what, I don't know, question mark, but it comes out in February. So, I know the internet's already blowing up with all of the info. I know that we apparently are going to have an Earthbender avatar is our next avatar that, after Korra dies. So Korra, I love Korra. So the fact that Korra's dead just really bothered me in that universe. But at least she'll be in as a spirit guide. Like I'm pretty sure, Aang was until, up until she lost her connection. We'll get to see Korra more. So I'm really curious to see what happens with Korra, up until her death. Like we'll get to see her whole life. Like did her Asami get married and all that stuff. So I would love to know all of that. Plus, I think we're getting a Legend of Korra movie, but I don't think it's going to be till 2026 because we're getting the Avatar movie first with Aang and all the. So they're Toph and Katara, and they're all going to be adults. So, which is fine. I have no problem with that because we know the outcome. We know what happens. So it's gonna be nice to see how they get there. I guess is what I'm saying. So. Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here. I have no problem talking about The Last Airbender. I think I'm just really wanting to know why the creators walked away. Like, because, the statement was clear that this was not their vision. So what did they do? What did Netflix do? That's what I want to know. So the cast is pretty damn stellar, though. They've got a lot of people that, I didn't think were going to be in it. Plus some surprises, like the actress. Like one of the actresses from Kung Fu is actually Kyoshi, which when I thought about it, I'm like, this actually kind of makes sense. Like I'm not unhappy with that, and they have Daniel Day-Lewis. They have a lot of people that are in. Daniel Day-Lewis. I'm losing my mind. They have a lot of like really popular and really well-known Asian actors. But for me, I got excited as someone who is part Indigenous that they actually cast an Indigenous person as Katara because I was like, I get so annoyed. Like Sokka, I'm pretty sure it is too. I get so annoyed when they don't do that because like everyone thinks, well, you're Hispanic or this white passing person or whatever can just play an Indigenous person. It's like, it's not how that works. That's not how that works. So yeah, that is a thing. Kung Fu, that show is so badass. I really loved Kung Fu. I'm so upset that it's not coming back, that we're not getting a season 4, but that's the CW for you. I'm not going to lie. I'm not unhappy that I don't have a reason to watch the CW. I am going to watch Superman and Lois when it comes back, but I don't know what's going to happen. It's so skeleton now. They got rid of like all the side characters, so I don't know. I guess they'll rotate in and out as guest stars. I don't know what's going to happen with that. But, we know Sam Lane is gone, so we're not going to see Lois's dad anymore. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. But that's legit the last real superhero show that I care about. They got rid of Gotham Knights. They got rid of everything. They were just like, you know what? Just clean house and put on a bunch of reality shows and move on because that's what we want to do anyway. So, and I'm like, that's fine, CW, because I will just roll on out too. So that's basically what I did. But yeah, there are a lot of things that I do want to see. But yeah, the two that stand out in my mind right now are The Last Airbender on Netflix and the Yu Yu Hakusho. Like I didn't even realize they were making a live action Yu Yu Hakusho until I saw the trailer. I was like, wow, I am really behind. So I am super excited about it. And then for my Trekkie friends, I have not caught up with Lower Decks, with Strange New Worlds. I am even stuck on Discovery. Am I? Yeah, I think I am. I think we stopped. We stopped right 4 episodes before the last season finale, and then I have a whole freaking season. So yeah, we're still in the middle of season 1, 4 or 5 episodes in on Strange New Worlds. They're great. They are very great, but it's just like you get so distracted with other stuff. And it's just like, oh, I forgot. I legit forgot to watch all of my Star Trek stuff, even though I love Star Trek. So, you know, I'm a failure. Um, complete failure. There's this show I recently watched. I forgot what it was based off of Bruce Lee's writings. Well, Kung Fu was actually Bruce Lee's original concept. And then America kind of like whitewashed it with David Carradine, even though I think he's half indigenous, but he's not half Asian. And basically took Bruce Lee's idea and told him he was too Asian to play the Asian character, and so that's why the original Kung Fu is what it is. And so really the retelling is kind of like a love letter to, hey, this should have been somebody Asian the entire time. But it did get a lot of flack because they cast a female instead of a male. A lot of people wanted them to keep to the male perspective. You know, everyone wants to scream agenda. Everyone wants to scream woke. It is so frustrating to me. It's like, you know what? If you want to live in a box and be ignorant, you go right ahead. I'd rather be awake. Sorry. But I enjoyed Kung Fu a lot. I love the cast. It was the one show where I was actually invested with all of the side characters. So I'm like, wow, they actually have really good storylines. And so it really sucked that they're not bringing it back. The way they ended the season, really they didn't have to. They ended it in a way where it's like, oh, okay, I could see this being the series finale, but because it was not presented that way, then you kind of got the feeling like they had a lot more story to tell, and they just can't tell it. So it is what it is. That's, again, whenever it comes to the CW, I expect a zero. So if I get a good show, it's great, but a majority of them are hit or miss, and it's just like, oh, whatever. I don't care anymore. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. I know it's been a minute, guys. I already said I'm going to be going to Dallas in January to look for places to live. So we booked our hotels. I got my friends on standby to help us look for places. So the goal is to be out of Memphis by February or March, preferably earlier, but we'll see what happens. And then I'm also, like I said, auditioning for lots and lots and lots of projects. And hopefully I'll be able to announce stuff, so that'll be cool. I am working on my motion comic. My motion comic has actually kind of turned into a visual novel comic with motion in it. And I have voice actors and some actors you'll actually know from like other anime and other shows that you're probably familiar with. So my project is not dead. It's just been slower because of all the stuff going on. But I've gotten more character designs done. I've gotten more backgrounds done, gotten more script updates. So yeah, it is progressing. So I'm hoping to have the first episode of that out by the middle to end of next year, which is that was my goal anyway. So fingers crossed that goes smoothly, because Warriors of Sterit is my passion baby. I wrote Warriors of Sterit's concept in 2007, and this is 2023. So that should tell you how long I've been wanting to do this. So yeah, and if it had not been for all the stuff with my dad, I probably would have already been done. But like it threw such a curveball in my life that everything just went south very quickly. So yeah, that was a problem. Let's see, it was a Warrior show. That was the show I'm talking about. The Warrior, that was the show I'm talking about. So wait, it was another one based off of Bruce. There are a few shows like that though. Because there's one where this girl discovers she's like a descendant from like a samurai or something like that, and she has a guy who trains her. And then there was a movie where a girl is actually the daughter of a samurai clan. Like, there's a lot of samurai stuff going on in some of these actually. I'm trying to think of another. I don't know. I know one of the ones that I really liked movie wise, which I wish had done a sequel, was Ninja Assassin. I don't know if you guys ever saw that with Rain, the Korean actor Rain. He was a speed racer. I really enjoyed that movie, and I really enjoyed the fact that he did a majority of his own stunts and fights in that movie. It was filmed in Germany, and it was, It was one. I think it was one of those movies that I think should have gotten more, attention and more play, but did not, and it sucks. But yeah, Ninja Assassin was very, very good. I can't remember Takeshi's last name, but he's a famous stunt coordinator. I want to say he passed away though from COVID, but I may be wrong. He may be alive. Maybe I'm thinking of his son. But he's the guy, the villain in it. It was a very famous actor and stunt coordinator in Japan. And I don't know. I just think they did a really good job with that movie. So I have to go back and find the movies I think people should watch that are older. I'm like, this is why you should watch this movie because this is awesome. But yeah, it's been a minute. The show is called Warrior. Oh wait, is this the one that was set in like the 40s? I think I've seen that. Yeah. It was on HBO. And I know there's one girl, she's Asian and she runs like, I want to say it's like a brothel or something like that, but she fights really, really well. It's been a long time, but I want to say that I've seen at least 1 or 2 episodes of that show. And from what I saw, that is closer to Bruce Lee's vision, yes. And I do think that would have been amazing, especially the movie series. But, I'm going to have to look at that. I'm going to put that on my bucket list of stuff to watch. The Warriors will have to be something that I watch. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. My dog is still amazing. He's crazy. Yeah. If I think of anything else, I'll just like pop it in the community tab. I do still post randomly in that tab on our community channel. And I am trying to navigate Discord more. We have an ATN Discord that I haven't opened up and done a lot with, that I will start learning to do stuff in because, I'm old. I got to learn technology. But my daughter is a pro, so she's like, I'll help you, Mom. And that's all I really need to hear because I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, whenever I'm able to schedule with Kenny, I think we will have a nerd night. And I think it's just going to be a nerd night. We're going to talk about all the stuff that we watch, all the stuff that we want to see, and just, kind of like updates, what's going on in comic land. I'll have Joe on from Joe's Geek Show, and we'll talk about comics too, because I know that's who I normally talk about comic book stuff with. Kenny's more of my Marvel Charmed, friend, and Joe's more of my comic book Power Ranger friend. Even though technically Kenny also went to RangerCon, and he met Karen Ashley, Captain Sutherland. I think he met Nakia Breeze. I have to actually, I think he did meet Nakia, and he got to talk to them. And he's a big Ranger Ranger. What is it? Ranger? I think it's RangerCon. But he's a very big Power Ranger nerd. So we can talk about Power Rangers. So we can definitely do that. And I know it's an exciting time. Besides Boom Comics, we don't know what's going on with Hasbro, what's going to happen. And I'm hoping it's going to be a lot of amazing new shows and movies. But, time will tell. I'm sure the strike didn't help, but time will tell. But yeah, the Power Ranger world is not dead. And if you are a Super Sentai fan, King Anger is effing insane. I love King Anger. Absolutely crazy. It's like 12 kingdoms set in the Super Sentai world on crack. That's literally what that series is. So if you have a chance to find it, it is very, very good. Definitely worth a view. It's absolutely, each one of those characters is nuts. My favorite is Rita, but each one of them, they're just completely insane. So, all right. Let's see. Well, look at this. Oh, 38 minutes. I'm doing well. I have my little StreamYard banner here because I just let my StreamYard account go since I wasn't using it. I wasn't paying for it. I may change that. I may not. We'll see. But for now, just put up with that little StreamYard thingy because I have to, even though it's annoying in the quarter. All right, guys. I will get back to you with another update. I'm about to head towards the direction of my next doctor appointment, and then I got to head home and get ready to record auditions and other wonderful voiceover stuff today, and maybe catch an episode of Kenshin. We'll see. But all right, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. If I don't talk to you before the holiday is over, have a very good holiday. And I love you guys. Bye-bye.